I'm Sam Nordberg. Welcome to 52 Books in 52 Weeks, and we're up to book 42, which means there are only 10 left to go. I can do this. I really can. Maybe. Anyway, so what happened is, and the reason I need to tell you this is because I don't have the book to show you, but I had just finished reading Contest by Matthew Reilly, mainly because I took, back to the last one, Big Little Lies I was going away for a couple of nights. I took this one with me to read while I was away, figuring I'd have some reading material. I finished it on the first night I was there, which caused a bit of a problem because, again, it's one of those, like, I read the last 200 odd pages in one sitting because it just got really, really interesting. What that meant is I had 4 nights away, and no book to read, and I knew that I needed to do some stuff for this. So I went down, I was staying at my parents', went downstairs and borrowed a book from their bookcase, and they had a whole shelf of Matthew Reilly, and I've actually never read any of his stuff before. So I went down and found Contest, which I believe is the first one he wrote, which was a small self-published work, which has now been rewritten and remodeled since his previous successors, and I picked that up. I smashed it in under 24 hours. Literally, I started reading it one night, I finished it the next afternoon. Partially because it's not huge and it's easy reading, but partially because, oh my god, having never read any of Matthew Reilly's stuff before, what I found is it's incredibly fast-paced. There is always something happening. There is some reason you can't put the book down, which is bad because I had a lot of stuff to do that day. But it was good because sometimes in books I found you get these lulls, they're needed sometimes, these chapter breaks where not a lot happens in that bit. It's not like that with Contest. Every paragraph, every chapter, something is happening, something is shifting, something is changing. There's a changing dynamic, there's a change in fight. So if you haven't read the book, without giving too much away, this this guy is sucked into an alien battle, a 7-way fight to the death. Think Hunger Games, but rather than coming from 12 regions, they've come from 7 planets. Him being human, actually, though, had no idea that there were other aliens on other planets and that these things existed. Just kind of got sucked in without meaning to. So it's just a fight to the death to this guy who had no idea what's going on, has been sucked in completely unaware, has no plan, no prep, and is just going to die. That's it. It's the true David and Goliath story, except there's 6 Goliaths, and poor little David is running around trying to do his best. If you haven't read Matthew Reilly, he's really, really good. I've really enjoyed it. I'm actually glad I found Contest first because since then, and you'll see in the next book review, I've started reading Ice Station, and I'm really enjoying it, but I'm kind of glad I found Contest first. Ice Station is very military-based, Contest is quite sci-fi-based, and I enjoyed the sci-fi. I think if I'd have found his other work first, I might not have gone on and read so much more, whereas having read Contest first and thoroughly enjoyed it, it's really encouraged me to pursue some of his other books. So I'm kind of glad I started there. I know most people will be familiar with his work. I know most of you have probably read his work, but for me it was something I'd never come across. So Contest by Matthew Reilly, well worth a read. If you haven't read it already, go find it. And if you have, jump in the comments down below and let me know. So as you know then, I've shifted on to some of the other Matthew Reilly. The next couple of books you hear from me will probably be more along that series until I shift to something else fairly soon. But that's it for now. That was book 42. That's Contest by Matthew Reilly, and I can do this. I will see you in the next video.